Aries, and welcome to your mid-July update. I'll be back next month doing my weeklies, and I've just looked at your combination of cards, Aries, and I feel some of you feel quite stuck. Okay, your ruling planet's in retrograde for 2 months. I think some of you are wanting this big shake-up. I think some of you are wanting to move forward, but there's a sense of there's things that you can't quite change, because the Fates is your additional guidance card, which is that feeling of that there's a higher power in charge of your destiny. There's always a higher power in charge of our destiny, but there's things you can change and there's things that you can't. And one way or another, you're going to have to work out the difference, and that's what wisdom is. I am going to pull you some more cards. So what's behind you is the Devil card with the 6 of Wands. So I need to read these with the other cards, because what your challenge is the 8 of Swords, and you've got the Tower card in reverse. So I think some Aries are feeling quite held back from this sense of victory. Maybe you feel quite restricted, things aren't moving forward. So when I read the Devil card with the 6 of Wands, there's more a sense of feeling held down, okay? That somehow or another, and the Lover's card is showing up with them. So maybe there's a relationship issue and you're feeling things are not moving forward. It might be with a Capricorn, or it might be for Gemini, but it doesn't have to be, because my readings don't operate that way. There's a sense of being a bit held back here. So what you most want is the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is that joy card. It's about celebration. It's a very, very light card. The people fly in this card because they've released what was holding them back. And I've got a feeling what you most want is whatever's holding you back, Aries, to be released so you can move forward. Now, what's protecting you is the Tower card, but it's in reverse. So I'm one of these readers who absolutely love the Tower card. It's one of my favourite cards. It's that spiritual awakening. It's the aha moment when our life really shakes up. There's 2 cards that bring rapid change into our life, and it's the Knight of Swords and the Tower card. And because it's showing up in reverse and your challenge is the 8 of Swords, there's a feeling that you almost want this shake-up, Aries. You want this breakthrough. But there's a feeling, almost a feeling, that there's a carrot. It's almost there, but it's not quite happening yet. And it might not happen until Mars moves directly. We're in eclipse season. There's a lot of change going on. We're entering into a new pattern. So I've definitely got you feeling a bit stuck here. In your relationships, you have got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is rapid change. It's communication coming in. And it's with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is I am and I will. Very exciting. Quite a lot of very, very passionate energy. The Ace of Wands represents new beginnings. And these two together are representing quite rapid change. This is news coming your way of this new start and this new beginning. Anyhow, give me a minute. I'm wondering if your restriction then is around work and finances. Because even though the relationship issue here, you can see there's a sense of being a bit stuck. The Knight of Swords is a very unstuck card. This is about change. I wonder if it's money and work, because the 5 of Cups has turned up in money and work. Some of you might have been turned down for a job. Something's not quite worked out the way that you want it to. And it's with the Page of Wands, which represents new opportunities and new beginnings. So maybe this new opportunity, new beginnings has not came through yet the way that you want it to. The story of this card is there's 2 cups behind him. There's a bridge here which takes him to a new land. But his energy is deeply, deeply focused on these cups that he's lost. So really the answer with the 5 of Cups is once you've felt what you need to feel, you need to turn around, pick up these cups and move forward, because the Page of Wands is also about new opportunities and moving forward. There's new growth here, but I think maybe there's been some disappointment around money and work, maybe a job opportunity's fallen through. In your inner life, you've got the King of Swords, so you've been a very, very, this could be an air sign person, by the way, or maybe it's you, Aries, maybe you're feeling quite detached, maybe you've withdrawn yourself a little bit into your inner world, because I found the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords have got this power to detach a little bit, to take their power back. So when things aren't working out in our lives the way that we want them to, we can keep pushing, which is how we get ourselves in the 8 of Swords, or we can take a step back and go to the King of Swords, sort of be that the Fates card basically, which has given me the ability to change what I can, which is our own responses to it. So there might be a lot of processing you need to do and a lot of reflection. Mars retrograde is about reflection. The retrogrades are always in the first 2 words, reorganize, replan, redecide. So I think that's sort of what's been asked of you mid-July, because your outcome, first of all, is the 10 of Swords, then the Strength card. I love the 10 of Swords. The answer out of the 8 of Swords is the 10 of Swords, which is that letting go. No longer being controlled by fear, no longer over planning. It's a letting go card. When you sort of thy will be done, very much like the Hanged Man. And that's how you get out of this sense of being stuck. You get out of a sense of anxiety by taking an action. And the action might ask you to go right to your edge, to almost put your hands up and say, no more. I want something different here. And to take some big risk. Take some risks, like the Fool card, and move out. Because after that, you get the Strength card, which is overcoming difficulties, okay? And you're going to overcome these difficulties by not pushing, Aries. It's retrograde. You need to go back within and reorganize your plans in the way forward, because Strength card is about taming that beast, okay? So the beast would be that overly pushing, that's being more dominated by your ego drive to have everything the way that you want it to, rather than being that higher Aries, which makes a decision to stop pushing, to let go, and to move on to a new start. That's sort of how I get your reading, okay? Because the 8 of Swords is a mind story. And I'm not saying, there's obviously been some disappointment here. Maybe there's been a shake-up that you wanted that didn't happen. But the Tower in reverse is protecting you. So it's given me the sense of you not getting quite what you want is actually your protection. Because the world works in the most mysterious ways, Aries, okay? And learning to trust it is the biggest leap of faith. It's about saying, okay, I don't like this, but I'm at peace with this, because it's very, very powerful when we cooperate with how the universe is moving our lives rather than trying to get it to go the opposite direction. Swim with the stream, Aries, and not against it this month. Okay? Speak to you later. Bye.